Hello everybody and welcome to JSmith Takes a quick look at Catacomb Kids. Catacomb Kids was created by, and I hope I pronounced his name right, Tyreek Plummer. Catacomb Kids is a roguelike, rogue-esh game in which you take the role of a child who has to battle through various floors of a dungeon trying to make your way out. It has been successfully kickstarted, earning $30,500 of its original $20,000 goal, so congratulations to you. Catacomb Kids is underway of being developed. So that's just awesome. Pretty interesting game so far. I've spent about like an hour or so, and I think I've got a basic gist of the alpha. Alpha is the one that was given to Kickstarter backers and rewards programs for their support. So if you back the game, you should have this in your inbox right now, I imagine. But I was really interested in how this game looked, and so I asked Deb for a code. If you had one available, I'd love to take a look at it and show it off just a little bit, and maybe bring some light to their Greenlight campaign. Links and everything will be in the description as well. We are going to go to new game, but there is a versus mode, so if you want to do some local battling modes, you could do that. Feel free to do that. It's similar to, I guess, Towerfall or maybe Spelunky. I haven't given it too much time yet, just because I've been playing it by myself, but the real meat is in the single player, which we will go to right now. There are only 2 classes available in this pre-alpha, and so I'll probably be covering this along its development cycle, just when there are more classes to choose from. But I did want to take a look at the game right now. Right now there is Bully, so over the years the catacombs have become a place of punishment for the kids who have found themselves unable to peacefully exist in the overworld. Those condemned to the depths use this time to hone their skills and sate their bloodlust. Folks in the Bully class have +2 strength, -2 defense. Start with a magical weapon or start with a weapon or skill. The poet, many more whimsical kids seek out the catacombs in hopes that the legendary place will inspire their next great work, that the dark might hold some untold secrets waiting to be whispered through their pen. So basically this is the warrior class and this is the mage class. I'm going to stick with the warrior for now, but I'll go to the mage class in just a little bit. All of these characters are generated by some sort of number generator to give them a name and all of these strengths and weaknesses and just kind of give you an idea of the difference. So we have Beatrice the Browner, 5 HP, 3 MP, likes magical weapons, like swords plus stance. So you can see their strength, defense, speed, magic, intelligence, and luck all at the bottom of the screen. Whereas everyone will have a little bit of a difference to them, and so all of this is, even their appearance is going to be different every time that you play through, which I think is great. It's a great way to add a lot of variety and newness to the game without having to sacrifice, so it doesn't become redundant, I suppose. Every time really is unique that you go through this game. For me, right now, I'm probably going to be Beatrice, the magical weapon. She likes swords. The 5 HP is going to be really important, so I think that is what I am going to do. So let's go Beatrice. And although Beatrice kind of looked like a dude here, I'm not sure what was up with that. Green hair now converts to purple and blue hair. First thing that you may or may not notice is that this game is really dark. That was one of the first things that I noticed while playing through the game. I kind of wish it wasn't as dark. I have a lot of trouble seeing in the first place. That's why I wear glasses and contacts. And when you kind of add the game design element of everything kind of being really dark, it doesn't really help me out too much. I'm not that good at seeing, so but that's probably like my biggest complaint so far throughout the game, is that I just can't see a damn thing. It will be a little bit brighter in the video that I upload to YouTube, because I did crank it a little in post. So hopefully you will be able to see that and be able to see a little bit more of that about the game, or see a little bit more of the game. I am going to be using my Xbox 360 controller, so I'm moving with the left analog stick. I jump with A, I attacked with X, or I could throw my items. I pick up items with B, and I can swap them with Y, so I can always have items in my inventory, whether I want to keep something or keep it on my person or do anything. I can simply do that. Also, I just want to get through this whole place. Similar to Spelunky, the way that the spikes work is you don't die if you walk through them, but you do if you walk on them. I'm going to drink this potion. I'm not exactly sure what that does, but now I know, and the potion electrocutes me. So there's good potions, bad potions, and all the potions in between. Because that potion was electricity, I was stunned in midair and fell and landed on spikes, so Beatrice didn't last too long. And that is kind of the way that Catacomb Kids works in this early version of the game. It is only version 0.0.2, and so I happen to die a hell of a lot. I'm going to be, do I want to be Alex? No, I'll probably be Thor, because his name is Thor. And so we'll try to see what I can do with this guy. I'm going to pick up this mushroom. The reason I'm going to pick up the mushroom is mostly because it lights up the way a little bit more for me. I'm going to be able to upgrade using this little beacon, this ball over there. Let's throw the mushroom at this person. I can do damage a couple different ways. I can attack with my sword or whatever item that I have, which seems to be a big old stick. Or I can throw different items at people. Or if I am a mage, or if I find a particular spell book while I'm this character, I can also use spells to attack as well. What I'm going to do is hold in B and be able to level up. Every level will have this sort of circle sphere of being able to level up, and so it's always going to be important to not only make your way down and make your way through the maze or through the labyrinth, but also to keep upgrading along the way. I generally put my first points into defense because I'm constantly scared that all these weird people of the world are going to end up murdering me. I'm not doing as much damage as I would like to with this big stick, which is a little unfortunate. I don't have any other method of murdering things right now, so I'll have to just kind of take it as it is. One interesting thing is that you can notice that I can pick up this corpse right here, but what I can do with it is I can actually eat it. All my eaten properties go in this left-hand side, so you can see that I've eaten a combination of the jelly for the first one. I ate some jelly mold guy, and then I ate the corpse of this person, which is kind of strange. I don't want to eat that skeleton. I've had bad examples of eating the skeleton, in which I just choke on the bones and then I die, and that's god-awful. I don't want to do that. What I've noticed right here is that I think I might be stuck, which happens every once in a while, or I might be able to go up here, so let's check this out. Similar to how Mario 2 worked, in the sense of Luigi, if I duck, I can jump higher than what I would normally be able to, and that's kind of nice. On the subject of me possibly not being able to progress forward in the game, that is actually a concern that the game does have every once in a while. So I stepped a big ball of goo. After I got all those things, I now have some sort of well, it kind of forces everything together. All those food, so the skeletons and the bats that I ate, plus the slime, all does something a little bit different. So there's different combinations, similar to, I guess, Don't Starve in the crock pot, of just different ways to eat things, and the different properties that you can get by eating different things in particular orders, which is pretty cool. I am going to be scared of this trap, as you can see in the top right of me right now. If I went one block to the right and one block up, that is a thing that will kind of swoop down and potentially murder me if I stand too close to it, I think. Oh, yep, so that was the click, and that was it falling. I don't know what triggered it there as opposed to any other time, but that was me dying. I've only gotten to, I think, floor 3 in this game. It's incredibly difficult for pre-alpha. The people themselves seem rather squishy. The controls, every item controls a little bit differently. So every weapon has, different ways to attack, and you kind of got to get used to them on the fly. So one person might use swords, the other person might use axes, but they control totally differently. This person likes daggers for whatever reason. But I am going to be a poet and show you a little bit about the how the magic works and operates in this game. So let's take a look at all of our different stats that we have here. Defense is probably going to be the biggest importance to me, since I don't want to get hurt. This person knows Whirlwind and has Magic and Motion book. So Whirlwind is going to be the spell that I already know. Magic and Motion is going to be spells that I'm going to be able to pick from to learn after that. And I think that's probably what I'm going to stick with. So this guy, Devin Torres, or maybe Thors. I don't really know how to pronounce his name. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to press Y to select my Magic in Motion book. I'm going to hold in B to read it, and then it's in the bottom left, you can see that I was able to press start and look through my books. So I'm going to select my Magic in Motion book and see if there's a particular spell that I want. I am going to learn double jump, because double jump in all video games is probably one of the most important skills that you can have, just because it gives you a little extra ability to get the hell out of dodge if so necessary. And that is so necessary. If I was Jay-Z, I'd be able to be there and tell you exactly that. I don't want this slug to murder me. So obviously the thing about the mages is that they're good at attacking from afar and staying out of trouble. But if you get too close to them, well, I have this dinky little dagger that does almost no damage whatsoever, and it's really kind of scary. So let's use our level up orb sphere and kind of decide what I want to do. Defense is pretty good, so if I could upgrade my strength a bit, that will give me a little bit more comfort in the fact that I might not die in close-quartered combat. Now, in the bottom of my screen, you can see my different spells right now. So left bumper is the first one, which I can use my double jump. But I could also use my double jump just with A, and that's going to take down my magic mana meter. If I press the right bumper, I'd be able to use my whirlwind attack, which will send a whirlwind back and forth. You'll notice that the counter did go down, so I really only have a limited supply of using those, so I got to be very careful in what I do. It doesn't look like there's too many things around here, but I got to make sure that I'm going to be diligent in not being murdered by all these different creatures. The strength certainly helped me there. Potion of invisibility, that might be pretty useful. What I can also do is I can take empty bottles and I can throw empty bottles, or I can store them for later. Also, you'll notice that when you first pick up a potion, you won't know what it is until you later identify that by just simply holding it in your inventory. I'm gonna eat this jelly. Because in the README it says if you eat a bunch of jelly, then that's probably going to be a good potion for you. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on right now, as well as trying to navigate to the next stage. If I do navigate to the next stage, and I think I wanted to get on this subject earlier, but I didn't. Oh god, I'm scared. I'm scared. Lots of there's angry folks. There's angry folks. I want them to die on the spikes, so like that guy did, which is great. Wonderful AI. You guys are beautiful. So I don't want to step down there and get murdered. So can I close that door? Is that bat just going to come after me? I have no idea. I can't see a thing. I do want to jump up over here and pick up this fancy chest. Now there are ways to dodge maneuvers, and that is simply pressing the left trigger, which I will do a roll and try to maneuver out of there. The Cuirass of Escape of Winter increases my defense +2, speed +1, and magic +1, so I'm probably going to take that. Although it does ruin some things for me. So every little item that you pick up is going to have positives and negatives. But the game does a really good job of explaining what it is that is going to be affected by you, or what the items do to affect how you're going to be able to play it. I keep getting off topic here. So if I wanted to, if there was a potential that I got into this dungeon, there was no way for me to progress. If I didn't pick up my double jump, something would be too high. I can hold up on the entrance, and that will find another way. And I don't know if that's going to be here throughout the whole way, if there is just going to be something in the alpha that has some issues with the dungeon generation system. But it's kind of nice to have that, because, you know, if you look at a land, be like, oh, I don't really like the how this particular dungeon looks, I'm going to basically re-roll it and see what I can do after that. Kind of scared of these bats for sure, so let's kill all of them. I don't think I want to eat them. Again, I am going to be trying to get a whole lot of these slime balls ready to be eaten. Right now, maybe I should just kind of make a sprint for the exit. I am scared because the area down there that is all yellow, what that is basically a fire area. So if I jump down there, it'll basically catch me on fire. I wonder if I can hit this bat over to there. Doesn't look like it. But basically, that orange stuff down there is terrible, and I don't want to mess with it. Which that person over there may have accidentally done. So you can see me throwing these mushrooms in there, and they catch on fire. Actually, I'm poisoned, which is terrible, and I don't want to die here, like this guy. So if I can stay alive, that would be great. Clear potion. I don't know what these do yet. My person hasn't been able to identify them, which is too bad. Let's just continue looking for something or anything that can keep me going on here. Pull up my size here because I'm apparently Raphael from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That person was frozen, and there is no way that I can see where I'm supposed to go. I was over here already, and I didn't see a way out, but maybe I didn't explore just enough because I don't think I was over here. So let's eat this ball of slime. And, oh, here's our first exit. So let's go through here. And this is basically how the whole demo has gone so far, for me at least. I can try, as I might, but I'm always going to die. I wanted to use one of my whirlwind spells there, but I didn't get it off in chance, or just in time. But that's basically Catacomb Kids in a nutshell, and it's alpha as hell. But I'm really looking forward to the more updates as I see along the way. I'm going to be in contact, and hopefully, you know, as the game progresses, I can make more and more videos of it as well. Again, links in the description to the Greenlight campaign. Really fun game. I enjoy it. I can't really say too much about it because it is in such an early alpha, but the mechanics of the game and the way that it looks and the way that the style is are really appealing to me. The biggest complaint that I had so far is that it's just dark and I can't see what's going on too much. But maybe that's just the way that the game is supposed to look. Who knows? Regardless, I am JSmith and I'm on the internet. Thank you very much for joining with me today. It's been a whole lot of fun. Hope you enjoyed it as well. You can find some more information right in the link description or the comment description and everything right underneath this video. Thank you very much for joining with me today, and I will see you next time for another episode. We'll see you later.